I'm Vanessa Suarez, and I'm here with my boyfriend,
Jacob Aliseo.
and today we're going to be talking about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is an island between the Caribbean Sea and the North Atlantic Ocean, east of the Dominican Republic. Its capital is San Juan, and its current population is 3,978,000. Major religion is Catholic, and primary language is Spanish. The climate is tropical marine with an average temperature year-round near the 80 degrees Fahrenheit and 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the mountains. Okay, so now I'm going to be asking you questions just to get a better understanding of your people from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So what can you tell me about the people from your country?
The people from Puerto Rico are very kind people. We're very family oriented. We always look out for all of our cousins, our brothers, our mothers, our sisters, everyone in general. Family is the strongest thing in our culture. We also find nature very exciting. We take care of all of our nature. We plant gardens. We take care of the animals. We really like having pigs for obvious reasons. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is that we just like nature and we're very, very family oriented.
Okay, so what is the perception that most people have of your people?
Well, from what I've heard, many people think Puerto Ricans are stupid. I've seen a lot of things where they just make fun of us, say we do things a certain way, like tie our shoes with one leg up and then we tie the shoe that's farthest down and things of that nature. But I mean, that's a common misconception and we aren't, stupid.
Do you think that's fair?
I don't think it's fair. I mean, for them to judge us by what other people have said or what they've heard word of mouth, I mean, I like to believe that I'm a well-educated. I'm 2 years into FIU right now studying civil engineering, and I have plenty of successful family members who are Puerto Rican, so I don't think it's that fair.
And what would you want other people to know about your people?
That we're very different from Cuban people. People like to put us and Cubans as the same kind of people because I guess we're both from islands and we hang out with each other. Yes, we get along and we're usually seen together as good friends and everything, but we are very different. Our cultures are different, our views are different. I like to think that Puerto Ricans are slightly more conservative than the Cubans are, and it's just, I wish they wouldn't get us mixed up or think that we're the same.
Okay, so now tell me about a happy time in your life.
In Puerto Rico?
Just in your life.
In my life? Well, a really happy time was when I revisited Puerto Rico after being here for about 15 years. So I visited Puerto Rico for a family reunion in 2008 and just going to my grandma's house, being in the mountains with all the nature around me, it was great being surrounded by family. I mean, my grandma lives atop a hill, so all down the hill she has all of her sons and just cousins, just everyone in different houses all up down her hill, and she's at the top. So I think it's very cool that all of our family is very close together in Puerto Rico.
That's nice. Well, how does that compare to the sad time in your life?
Sad time? Well, the sad time recently, actually, about 2 weeks ago, my grandma who lived at the top of the hill passed away. She was 94 years old. She lived a very long life, had about 18 kids. I mean, she did a great justice to the world. She was very kind-hearted and she'll never be forgotten, but it was pretty sad when she passed.
Okay, so why do you think your family still lives in Puerto Rico?
I think they still live there because it's a sense of community there. I mean, they've lived there most of their lives. The family that still lives there, they lived there most of their lives. I mean, from when they were born to, and their age is now about 50, anywhere from 40 to 60 actually. So, I mean, they've lived there for a long time. They have a sense of belonging. To leave there, it feel like kind of being extradited to just come to a new country and learn new culture and just how the way people do things here is much different than our other countries. So I think they just like to stay there and live the rest of their lives there.
And in your opinion, do you like Miami more than Puerto Rico?
I wouldn't say that I necessarily like Miami more, but I do like the United States more than my country. The reason being is just it's a more open-minded culture here, just less restriction, I guess. I mean, you can follow your own path. You don't have to really be confined to following all the beliefs of your country if you don't think some of them are right. I mean, you can choose to believe in what you want to believe, and you don't have your whole country looking down on you for that.
Okay. And how do you feel about Puerto Rico becoming its own state?
I think it would be good. Personally, I think it would be nice so they can follow some of the regulations and rules that the United States have for a more open-minded culture, and it would help some of the people probably that live there. But from their perspective, I don't think they would like it because they'd feel stripped of their culture and identity. They'd feel just like another state and not their own island, and they'd feel like they'd have to conform to a lot of rules, and then the family that I have living there will feel like living there was a waste when they could have just moved to the States from the beginning.
Right. So you were talking about how your people in Puerto Rico are very close-minded. How do you think that they see or how they treat homosexuals in Puerto Rico?
Well, the way I was raised is that man and wife, the guy always has to be with the girl, there's no other way, and I really haven't seen any homosexuals in Puerto Rico in my time there.
Mm-hmm.
From when I was born there to going back there to visit, I really don't see them. My people really don't advocate it. I believe they're against it, which is another reason why I like the States. I mean, the States are very open-minded to it, passing a lot of legislation to allow for gay marriage and everything like that. So I don't think they're really open to the idea of gay marriage. I think they're really strict on the foundation of man and wife and how that affects their culture.
Okay, well, that's all the questions that I had. Thank you so much.
Thank you.